When I first came to California, I was signed by Paramount Pictures, and I was going around the lot meeting the people that were head of departments and things, heads of departments and things like that, and Bing was making a picture with Bob Hope and Dorothy Lamour called Road to Ballet. And he was riding his bicycle, and the gentleman that was the head of the talent department introduced me to him. And we were going to do a radio show. He was then doing the Kraft Music Hall. And so he said, I understand we're going to do a radio show together. And I was so in awe, really, of him that I answered very stupidly. I said, yes, I think we're going to do it sometime in the 20s. But I meant toward the end of the month. I walked over and I said, you have to understand that I never really thought that I'd ever meet you in person. And so I behaved, well, just a little strangely. So I'd like to apologize for that, and perhaps we can be friends. And he said, well, I think we probably can. And so that was the beginning. And we did radio shows together, and I started doing the clam bake, which is the entertainment part of the Pebble Beach golf tournament every year. So I started doing that, and we just became very, very close friends. He rehearsed a lot by himself, and so when you came to the... He worked by himself. Later on, when he had tape, he could work just with a little tape machine and study, you know, songs that way, because he didn't read, and neither did I. And so we phrased things alike, I think, because we could look at each other and kind of sense what the other was going to do. He liked traveling with his family, and I think that people liked seeing them together too. And it was a side that perhaps no one knew about Bing until they started performing together. I think that in Harry Crosby's case, for instance, it was a genuine interest. Mary Frances too. Mary Frances is now one of the most sought-after actresses in television and in films as well. Nathaniel, on the other hand, the youngest member of the family, I don't think was terribly interested in it, and so he was going along with it for the rest of the family, because Nathaniel's interest is in golf, period. That's about it. He seemed to be of his time. When he was alive, he seemed to be a contemporary of everybody that he worked with, and that included David Bowie and Twiggy on the Christmas shows that they did with him. It seemed to me that they were very compatible. That carried over in his expectations of other people's behavior. But I don't think that he was unreasonable, and terribly professional about his work, and very giving as a performer. I think he was, to me, a great teacher and a very, very close friend.